opportunity to rejoice in how lucky we are that we have ranked choice voting this year. I think that is really the thing I'm trying to make this most clearly with. And that did not happen by mistake, by the way. Ranked choice voting is a fundamental improvement to our democracy because it means not only do we not need to attack each other because it's bad for our souls, we don't need to attack each other because it doesn't serve in this election. You can vote for your first choice and your second choice and your third choice, and it doesn't have to be divisive. And it is a wonderful thing for Oakland that we have this opportunity. And that only happened because people worked very, very hard to get that passed. First, at the ballot box, where Oakland voters overwhelmingly voted to adopt this election system. And then, you would think that would be the end of the work, right? The Oakland voters voted, but it wasn't. We had to continue to push and fight and struggle to get ranked choice voting implemented. And it was a political battle. And it took a lot of us working together to get that accomplished. And it's a great thing for our democracy. Now, I would certainly love to have the honor of having your first choice vote. I would. But I also want to say, I'm not ashamed of second choice votes either. And for anyone who is supported as your first choice, one of these other fine, respecting all of you here tonight, I would be quite honored and happy to take your second choice vote as well. Thank you very much.
You can vote me number 3. I'm not worried about being number 1, but on the real, on the seriousness, votes I have a vote for Terrence Condell. He got a lot of energy, he got a lot of squad. My second main choice, I had a lot of choices, but I'll take Jean Kwong. She's been doing a lot of work in the city. She's working in the community. She's make a great candidate for the city of Oakland. My third choice is a split decision between Greg. And I would support Greg. This is my brother, Bobby. Rebecca Kaplan makes a good candidate choice. She's bringing multicultural to the city of Oakland with the gays, the lesbians, the transgenders. So with all of us on this panel right here, we all can make a difference in the city of Oakland.
What difference IRB makes. And as we begin to close our evening together, let me say everybody on the stage, all the candidates have 2 minutes for closing statements. And Don McClay, we're going to begin with you and then we're going to move this way.
I think this is the part where we're supposed to say why I would be the best. And I don't know about you, but I am sick of news that looks like entertainment, and I'm sick of political campaigns that look like advertising. That's not what it's about. People are not products of place. I know we do product placement. And people are not things to push. What we need to do is make some choices. I would like you to choose what I offer, but it has to do with choices. When I come to you and I say I have certain things that I could bring to the table, everything's got a trade-offs. There's a lot good to be an established political elected official that brings a lot to the table. It's not what I bring to the table. I bring to the table the point of view of a business person. I bring the point of view of a strong environmentalist. I bring the point of view of a person who is something of an immigrant and speaks 6 languages. These are all things that I think are also valuable. I think we need a diversity of skills, and I would propose an administration where we brought in a wider range of skills than what we have right now. But more than anything, if you were kind enough to choose me and make that choice, I stand for certain core values. I'm a member of the Green Party for a reason. We have 10 core values. You can look them up. Just type 10 core values. And I stand by my ethics. I feel that ethics and communication are what's going to make good leadership here in Oakland, and that's where I want to stand. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you once again for making yourself available this evening. I want to thank you for coming out so that you can hear the differences between candidates. I want to thank you because tonight you had an opportunity to begin to understand that we have for once an opportunity to move our city forward. We are no longer going to sit around and panhandle and ask people for money. We're going to make money here in the city of Oakland. How do we do that? Well, let's do a toll tax. You know, I rode all the way across the country with my seniors just recently. I took them to Washington, D.C., got on the tour of California. Guess what? Every time we passed through one city, we had a turnpike. Well, guess what? The city of Oakland can make money by doing its own turnpike. People who are outside of our city who want to visit our lovely city, and it is lovely, we'll pay $1 a day. You know how many cars go across our freeway every day? 1.5 million. Now you want to talk about making money? You want to talk about going outside the box? You want to talk about using your imagination? This gentleman is doing it, and not only that, we have support. Hold that up. Hold that up. There it is. We have those initiatives in the back that are sitting right there, sir. Hold them up. Come on, hold up the paper. It's sitting right in your lap. And let me tell you something. We have signed off on it, and we have an opportunity to bring income into the city rather than go around asking and begging like these people been doing the whole time. I'm sorry, I don't want that to be my children's legacy. Do not teach my children how to beg. Teach them how to make money. And let me tell you something else. My son is the youngest African American in history to graduate from a university.
Thank you.
Well, I think you've heard, what we think about what our ideas are. And so I think you have a pretty good gist of it, what we're about. I just want to say to you that I don't think I felt more prepared or ready for anything in my life than I feel for this. So that being said, I just want to thank the sponsors tonight that put this on. I think they're a wonderful service to the city, and I think they should be honored for being first. I also want to thank all the candidates up here for coming and sharing their ideas and their hopes and their aspirations for the city. Most of all, I want to thank you for coming tonight, because this is democracy. Democracy means demo means people, and democracy means power. You are the people, and you have the power. So you'll pick the person that will lead the city into this future. And I hope you go home tonight and share what you've learned with others so that we can pick the best mayor possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I wish you could see how you guys look from here. You're beautiful. It's the diversity of Oakland. You listen. You ask us tough questions. I told you that over the last 2 months I've been in 60 precincts and held 120 house parties and talked to at least 1,600 people in the county. And what I heard was they wanted a mayor who was hands-on, would be accessible to the communities and have an open door, would be on the street, street credibility. And I have to tell you that very few people work harder than me. I try to be as successful as possible. I do a weekly newsletter. And if I become mayor, I have a track record. And you'll know where to find me if I don't find you first. You want a mayor who's going to support the schools. And I think nobody in this race knows as much about youth programs programs and school programs as I do, and has worked at so many different levels, and I can develop a clear focus citywide strategy. We want a safer city. We want a city that lead economic development. That means bringing back $2 million of retail that goes out of the city, make sure that the people who live here